This is Jim Nailon, liturgical guitarist. I'm going to share my arrangement of the hymn Healing River of the Spirit, set to the classic hymn tune Beach Spring. It's also another title that's common usage is Lord, Whose Love in Humble Service. I'll play through it first, and then as written, and then one more time, maybe a little more freely, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, if you picked up any effects on that, it's because I'm using my little Tonewood amp thing here on the back with some plate reverb. It makes it kind of fun. So it's a pretty straightforward arrangement. There's not a lot going on here. Notice I'm capoed 3rd fret. The reason for that is that I would probably sing it that way if I was singing it at church. If I was playing along with a piano player and they were doing the OCP, Oregon Catholic Press arrangement, I'd have to put my capo up on the 5th fret. But on the 3rd fret, it still gives most guitars a pretty nice full sound, and the high note is only a C, which is pretty nice for the vocal range. If you put it up on the 5th fret, then it raises your high note to a D. So it's still pretty good for singing, so you can... Anyway, the song, let's just talk to it real quick. So C and G over B, C, C over E, and then D minor, and this little partial F chord, and then at C over E, all I need is my first finger down here. And then here, I have it voiced or fingered with using the thumb, but you can use your first finger there, first finger on the bass, and then just use your 2nd and 3rd finger. You don't have to bar it. And then the A bass. The reason you don't want to bar some of these, if you want to add that little ornamentation that makes it kind of like early American or even a little bit Celtic or Irish feeling, you want it, your hammer, the main hammer-on going on there is with the 2nd finger. You see it? And that figure you can't get if you're barring. You get the little more bluesy sound, which does not work in this hymn. But you can do that either way. This hymn doesn't require you to have to use your thumb. I just do it because it's more convenient for me. So then the second line, now G over B, then down to A minor, then E minor over G in the bass, to keep that bass figure going, bass, and then the F. Now this one, if I was barring it, I would bar this chord, and I wouldn't try and use the hammer on there. And then there's a good place for that hammer on. Now, starting in the third line, at the end of the second line, there's a little bass run action going here that you want to bring out. So, last measure, the line 2. Then measure 9. So a C, where you lead into that C at the end, measure 8, the end of so you finish that second phrase, and then the C, movement in the bass, then movement more bass, carry it on, the C over B and A minor, and then the second half, so measure 11. So C with a G in the high note, then A minor, E minor, or D minor, D. And I like on my D, I like playing this third, I like to play the D note with my little finger. I don't know. Most people probably play it with their third finger. And here you would, go up on this little cheating kind of F chord again, and then these three strings are open, and the first string is the little finger playing the third fret, and then A minor, and then just E minor, and the F. You can do it barred, or hammer on, you won't bar it. And then the C over E again. And sometimes, now that the last, so measures 1, 2, 3, 4, and measures 7, 8, and then the last two measures are all pretty much the same. They're the C over E, then the F, G, F over A, and C. So you want to get that down pretty good. And then you can add a little ornamentation there. One thing I did, I kept a, like during measure 1, 2, measure 3, I kept a drone note going in the C on the second fret of the first string. So, so that's one little variation you could throw in there. Anyway, that's about all there is to that one. Again, it's a nice song. We were using it this week in school masses because the gospel readings were all Jesus healing people, and so the text works really nice. Healing river of the Spirit, bathe the wounds that living brings. Plunge our pain, our sin and sadness deep within your sacred springs. So anyway, it's a good song for that. If you're playing this with somebody on the piano playing the OCP chords, it should work. There's one or two places where my chords are a little different, but they should still work. The only place where I think it's the start of measure 11, I have a C chord and they have a G chord there. That one, you might have a little bit of a clash, but it goes through fast enough, nobody will notice probably. So you should be all right with that. So that's all I have on this one. I pray God bless your playing. Look for more arrangements on liturgicalguitarist.com. God bless.